One thing that you quickly learn when you start to accumulate some bigger, heavier tools in a tiny workshop like this is how much easier it is if they're movable. Trying to move this bandsaw if I need more outfeed space whilst it's on the stand is an absolute nightmare. So in today's video, I'm going to be adding some bases with casters to my bandsaw and planer thicknesser. Both of these tools are by Lumberjack and have very similar stands, so it should be fairly easy to make these basic bases for them. I'm just using some 18mm MDF to make these bases. Most of the weight that's going through the tool is through the corners of each leg, and that'll be transferred into the casters. I cut the MDF with a track saw to the size of the stand floor area. The edge of MDF isn't very strong due to the makeup of the material. So to prevent the edges being damaged in a workshop environment, I'm going to be adding a round over. I'm going to do this using my handy cheap little palm router. The heavy duty screws that came with these casters are too long for the 18mm MDF, so I decided to use some 6mm spacers rather than using shorter or lighter weight screws. Now that the bases with the casters on are ready, it's just a case of lifting the bandsaw onto the first one and screw the legs to the base. And then, because the planer thicknesser isn't on the stand yet, I can just attach the stand to the MDF base and then attach the machine onto the stand. The casters have two locking wheels to prevent the tool from moving when in place, and when I need to move them I can just unlock them. In future I may do some upgrades to these bases, probably removing the stands and building some custom cabinets on casters underneath. But for now I have some added storage space and both of the tools can move freely around the workshop. Now if I need some extra outfeed I can just pull the bandsaw from against the wall, use it and then push it back. Or if I need a lot more outfeed or infeed space, I can obviously pull it out into this floor space in the middle of the workshop. Same again for the planer thicknesser, I often use that across here. If it's small lengths, I just use it in this corner as it stands. But it's quite often longer lengths, so I just pull it out and use it in the middle here. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more like it. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.